Hello, everybody, and welcome in. So, today I have been getting asked a lot about Sheriff, and it's about time we do a Sheriff showcase. Now, it was one of my most requested videos. I put up a poll on YouTube the other day, and you all wanted to see him first. So, here he is. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go through, check him out, and let's start with his stats. Now, this is a tier 8. I've only just taken him. He's my 4th character to tier 8, which I've shown in other video earlier. But he's got pretty solid offense. He's got okay defense. His health is on the offensive lowish side, especially for tier 8. And then he's got the average lowish speed, but that's not what you're wanting him for. He's got okay tenacity at 20%, got that 10% evasion as people do. The precision is really what you want to be having for him here, and that is really good with a low crit chance as well. So when you're looking at the stats, you're kind of like, why would I want Sheriff? His stats are not why you want him. Although his offense is pretty nice, his stats are not why you want him. So let's start with his basic, and then we'll go on from there. So with his basic, he does like a solid amount of damage, nearly 4k on a hit, with 15% bonus crit strike chance per helpful effect on the target. So if you're going up against like a Baymax or something like that, he's got low, like we just saw before, that Sheriff's crit chance is low, like 11%. Boom, adding 15% crit chance per helpful effect. So if he's got defense up, if he's got taunt, if he's got healing, if he has got, what else does he commonly have? If he has undefeatable, boom, you've already got like what, four or five effects. That's already like 60 plus. Like at 4 effects, he's gonna be 60 plus. So 71% crit strike chance, which is gonna be happening. And if he's got another effect, 5 effects, he goes all the way up to like 86, which is like it's nearly definitely happening. Like that right there is nuts. And when all the buffs are given out, like harmful immunity, and all those other ones are all given out to all the big hero 6 characters, he's just like, I like that. And he goes in crit, just going in basic crit. Alright, now this moves us to his special, the first special, a well-timed treachery. And this is just bonkers. It is absolutely bonkers. So, as we saw, his stats aren't amazing. This is where it gets good. So, dealing nearly 10k damage to the target, but you also deal 135% bonus damage if the target is affected by shield. And we'll see that just takes damage and it goes. So we'll definitely be having a look at that. And then moving on up to his big bellied bully. So with this, he does another solid amount, 10.5k damage. And he can inflict slow for 2 turns, which is kind of nice. Slow is important. Speed is king in this game, as we all know. But just like his basic, deal 35% bonus damage per helpful effect, but not on the opponent this time, it's on him. So he's going to get extra 35% bonus damage. And if you running him with like, the most common way to always run him was with bubbles. Run him with bubbles. Bubbles automatically gives 3 effects. Giving 3 effects automatically is already 105% increase. So that means it's going to be doing just over double the damage. Just like that. Wow. And then if you can add more and stack more effects, he gets pretty crazy. But that means like just 20k hits. This is why you're running Sheriff. His abilities, his full kit is a solid kit. And then lastly, best for last, like actually the best, if you thought those were all good, best for last, his passive scheming. Now, with his passive scheming, he is going to be he is going to be scheming away in the background, and as you'll notice here, it has no cooldown. So unlike all these other moves and unlike other people's passives, it has no cooldown. So it can happen. There was once a stage where it was bugged. Well, bugged. It wasn't working as intended, and he could use this like 3, 4, 5 unlimited times in every single character's turn, and it was nuts. Now it has been limited to once per character's turn. So every time someone's turn comes up, he can use it once that turn if he has a chance to make it. So he's got 25% chance to pull it off per each one of those turns, and that is just absolutely nuts. And it's stealing 40% of the opponent's turn meter. It's not just remove theirs, it's remove theirs and give it to him. Do this twice, 2 times, and it's already nearly his turn again. He's already got 80% speed meter, plus whatever he's gained in between those 2 turns as well. So this is nuts. Let's just jump in. We will show what he does, what he can do. There are a lot of builds that you can run with him, and I've run him in many different ways. But for today's showcase, I will just be running him with like a fairly standard, just like a solid team. Sheriff in the middle there, giving a bow. He's like, this is my show. And with that, I'm just running this fairly standard. Like I have changed this up a lot. I'll bring in some different teams for you all to see. But for now, I'm just running Slumber because you kind of need to control things. I'm also running the aliens because I want to be able to just pop off his ability. I don't want to have to be hidden behind and evade from hero. So let's jump in there. We've got bubbles in there to be giving him those effects like we just mentioned, and then we have also got the Big Hero 6 crew, the duo, Hero and Baymax, just sitting on in there because they're going to run the show, and that's, I mean, you gotta have to use them, but you gotta use them. And then Elsa there is the insurance, the liability insurance is pretty much what we're going to call it. So let us just swap over here to our battle cam. And now that is the complete wrong thing. So let me just do this, and I've just got to move this out a little bit. Here we go. Let me pull this back up to where it's meant to be. Alright. So, now that we've got this all set up, it looks like we have got, boom, there he goes off, scheming away. And you see he just absolutely stripped that turn meter from Baymax. And that is exactly what you want to be seeing. And boom, because right there, drop the aliens, because they hit twice. One clears the evade, the other one got to damage 5 characters. So that gives 5 chances for bubbles to gain. 5 chances, 25% chance to activate for each is why, boom, is why that happened. And then boom, he took some damage, he's stolen. And look, he's already nearly halfway to another turn. That is the madness of Sheriff. That is why, if you have him, you want to run him. If you don't have him, this is why he is good. This is why he is a solid character. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go feed this straight back over to Sheriff. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to go belly bump, boom, 20. See that? The first one, the one with the shield, because I did that one first, the previous one first, because he had the shield. And what I want to do here, I'm just going to continue just buffing up Sheriff. But because he had the shield, he was going to double that damage that we just saw, just over double that damage. And with that, so like, look at these helpful effects being passed around. and he's just going to give me that turn meter. Just feed me the turn meter. And now with tactics on him, Bubbles will now assist him when he's targeting those, and that it just as you can see, it gets a little bit ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, it gets a little bit ridiculous. So and then Baymax gives Hero turn meter, and Sheriff's like mine. But like he is nuts. The amount of turns you can go and chew through with him is nuts. The control that you get from him is nuts. And this is why he was my first kingdom. This is why he was my first kingdom T8. So now what I can do, I can go after like Hero or Honey Lemon, because boom, I'd say a little bit unlucky not to get a. Oh no, I should have gone after Honey Lemon. She had more effects on her, and boom, look at this. Bubbles gains turn meter, and he's like, no, you don't. And then especially when you're running it with like Fairy Slumber, he's stealing all the turn meter. That is stripping all the turn meter, and let's see if Hero can knock out Hero. Boop, 5k, I'll take it. And right now, I am just gonna go after. I'm just gonna go straight after Honey Lemon. I could have like gone after Elsa, I normally would, but boom, 13k, offense up, just hitting hard. This is what it is all about. This is why. Anyone who I want to ask Sheriff, why Sheriff? This is why Sheriff. And I'm just gonna save their aliens just for now to proc when Elsa comes out, because then I'll get a chance to then proc 2 chances, because he's gonna do 2 lots of damage to proc Bubbles Bubbles passive. And what that does is it also gives Sheriff pretty much 50% chance to pop on off and steal. Boom. Steal his turn meter. He's going to get another turn. Like, it's on his turn now, and he's already nearly halfway to taking another turn. That is the power of Sheriff. So I'm just going to pop through here, and look, he's already going to have another, like, he's already having another turn coming up. And what we'll do, I'm just going to feed this over to Elsa. We'll just end this here. Okay, yeah, we will end this here. So goodbye Bubbles. And okay, maybe not goodbye Bubbles. It was meant to be goodbye Bubbles. Goodbye Elsa. Boop. Get all that 9k, and then let's just finish it here. But that right there was like a full showcasing of why Sheriff. That is like how you use him, how you run him in all those different scenarios, and you use all of his abilities all the time. And he is. Hold up, I've got the perfect. Oh no, I don't. It's not on this one. I do have the perfect thing to do here, but let us just finish this off with continue on and just give Sheriff give one more bow. Sheriff deserves one more bow because he is amazing. Let's him pop in there. There he is. Get that bow down, because Sheriff is popping off. My opponent will be like, ha ha, how dare you? And then Sheriff's just standing by, just like, ha 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 ha. And you gotta love it. Like, running Sheriff like that, he is a solid investment just solely based on what his kit does. So hopefully you all enjoyed this showcase. This is what he does. I can do more builds with him and different teams around, focusing on him. Others where he is more the support or the insurance. And let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of Sheriff as well. Did you guys like this showcase? And if you want to see more and you're not subscribed already, sub so you don't miss out. We'll definitely be having more content like this coming up in the future. And I'm just going to leave on saying thank you all to my supporters, people who are starting to support me. I really appreciate it, and they're going to have the last little word. So if you see them around on Discord, on anywhere else, give them a thanks. Say thank you for supporting SHD. And if you guys want to as well, there's a link to my Patreon in the description. I will be dropping a video on that coming up, but it is in the bottom of my description if you're interested there. But thank you. We will see you all in the next time, and hopefully down below.